You are listening to
the Outcast Frequency.
An hour of music, myth, and mayhem for the misfits. Hosted by yours truly,
the Master of Mischief.
Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back to another jam-packed episode of the Outcast Frequency. We've been absolutely inundated with people submitting to the show this week, so much so that I've had to roll some tracks over to the next week. And I still have about 30 fans that I haven't even had a chance to reply to yet. But trust me, this is a really happy problem to have. So please do keep them coming. And trust me when I say we actually have some really big and exciting things coming on Sonic Scout in general over the next couple of weeks. Something all the presenters and the team have been working really hard at preparing behind the scenes. And something we're all super excited about. So I can't wait for you all to find out what that is. That being said, let's get on with some music for this week, and we are going to open with this fun, bouncy pop-punk number, which sounds like it dropped right out of the mid-2000s. It's nostalgic in the best way possible, and this is 3:23 AM by Sorry in Advance.
Do you know what it feels like to have one of those sleepless nights? Like they're staring at the ceiling. Holy shit, I kinda miss that feeling. It's 3:23 in the morning, and my mind keeps ignoring all the signs my heart's been showing. Every minute you take my breath away. I don't know what it's turning into, but I can't shake the thought of you. I feel like I'm falling way too fast, but I keep reliving last night. This plays a repeat in my head. You got me losing sleep. Haven't felt this way in a long time. I'm caught between our heartbeats. Don't know where to go, staring at the window. I can't pretend. I can't wait to see you again. I keep replaying every second, every look, every breath we share. It's like my heart left me right till I'm back with you there. Do you know what it feels like to have one of those sleepless nights? Lying there, staring at the ceiling. Holy shit, I kinda miss that feeling. It's 3:23 in the morning, and my mind keeps ignoring all the signs my heart's been showing. Every minute you take my breath away. Feel like I'm falling way too fast, but I keep reliving last night. The kiss plays a repeat in my head. You got me losing sleep. Haven't felt this way in a long time. I'm caught between our heartbeats. Don't know where to go, staring at the window. I can't pretend. I can't wait to see you again. Whatever you do, I'll be here, waiting for you.
That was Sorry in Advance with 3:23 AM, the band's debut single. These guys are a brand new band from Canada. They're a trio featuring Boomer the drummer, Hampus the singer, and Chris the guitar player. And their mission is to bring pop punk back to the mainstream. If anyone spends a lot of time online, then they actually may have heard of Boomer the drummer. He's quite a big online presence. He's a musician and a content creator. He's known for sort of pop punk, indie rock and drumming content. He's very active on platforms like Instagram, Facebook and Spotify. He creates original music, such as the single Victory, which he made with Travis Turner. And he shares studio recordings and drumming performances. And he frequently shares performance videos, studio reels on Instagram, where he goes under the handle of @BoomerTheDrummer. And he's released music featuring collaborations with various artists, which are available on Spotify. And he also maintains a Facebook presence. His work often features pop punk, nostalgia, rock vibes, and recently he has been putting out a lot of stuff, a lot of high energy drumming and collabs within the sort of indie music scene. So yeah, this is his band, and they've been making some waves on the Canadian pop punk scene. You can give them a follow on Instagram under Sorry in Advance CA, And on there they post all the latest updates, and they also have links to the other members' accounts because they've all got personal accounts as well. So yeah, go check them out. Up next, a band with an awesome name, Basic Pigeon, which I love. They're from a little place called Flensburg in Germany, which they described as a town with a narcoleptic music scene, which is a great way to describe it. But they said it has a really nice coastline, so it's got some perks. The band was born from a mutual love of finding beauty in disorder in a town with a narcoleptic music scene. The four-piece started out as somewhat a surprise to everyone. From basement-dwelling brooding guitars and surprisingly clear-headed, tender yet raw vocals, came forth an experimental rock band that was hungry for reconnecting with the human element, a missing link. Once found, that soundscape started sprouting and blooming into what it is now, a dangerously catchy mixture of 80s and 90s post-punk reminiscence, paired with the raucous attitude of doing almost everything for the first time. Basic Pigeon came together in 2023 and played their first shows in 2024, and as of late 2025 they were writing and recording new songs, having released 3 singles. So their music is available on all streaming platforms, and you can follow them on Instagram at basic_pigeon. We're going to hear their single Rustling Sand, which is a driving track full of 90s noise-inspired dissonance and lyrical introspectiveness. Let's give it a listen. That was Basic Pigeon with Rustling Sand. And if you like what you heard, you can stream more of their stuff online and follow them on Instagram at basic_pigeon. Up next, Soft No, a 5-piece band from Philadelphia. Since forming in late 2022, they've built an impressive momentum, releasing a debut EP which was praised by outlets like New Noise and Under the Radar, and playing nearly 30 shows in their first year. Throughout, Soft No has sagely played immediate markets that surround Philly, generating an absence makes the heart grow fonder approach for back home, so that when they go back home, everyone wants to turn up to see them on their shows because they've been playing like outside of the area. Nice, smart tactic. So their second EP, Super Neutral, is out on a local Philly indie label called Abandon Everything Records. It's an emotive onslaught of serrated alt-rock guitars, punk rock aggression, post-hardcore jaggedness, hypnotic post-punk grooves, emo hookiness, and atmospheric synth soundscapes. Wow, that is a lot of different genres and sounds and styles. The name of the EP is derived from keeping the peace with family members around holidays. But it is anything but placid or neutral. It is an emotionally cathartic and musically adventurous collection of songs that showcase an artistically assured band stepping forward from its shoegaze comfort zone into a sensibility that can't be contained by a couple of hyphens. Upcoming single Oxford Street has a tuneful, arty urgency that recalls the early 2000s wave of emo bands such as The Promise Ring, Get Up Kids. It boasts richly layered synth textures, urgently expressive vocals, strangled melodic guitar parts, and a pop song format. It's a reflection on grief and lamenting the passing of a friend. So it's got a very personal and emotive sort of background to the lyrics. So yeah, let's give it a listen.
How's it work?
That was Oxford Street by a band called Soft No. And you can give these guys a follow on Instagram at SoftNoPHL. SoftNoPHL. If you want to find out more. And obviously you can stream their music on all your usual streaming platforms. So thank you very much, guys, for being on the show. Right now we're going to hear an instrumental, which the band described as upbeat and degenty, and it gets the blood pumping. The band are called Lunar Divide, and this is actually their first single. The track is part of an instrumental EP called Idus, I-D-U-S, which is available for streaming on every platform. The band are from New Jersey, and this is what they had to tell us. Our sound is definitely a mix of different genres of music, ranging from djent, metalcore, punk, and thrash. So far, we haven't had any luck with singers, so we're strictly an instrumentals band until further notice. All our socials are lunardivide_band, and we're working on a new album which we will release at the end of this year. Let's give it a listen then. This is Shadows by Lunar Divide. That was Shadows by Lunar Divide, a brand new band from New Jersey, and they are currently without a vocalist, hence why they're only doing instrumentals. So hey, if you are a singer in the New Jersey area, why don't you hit these guys up and ask them for an audition or something? Get in there. You can follow them on Instagram at lunardivide_band. And now it's time for
Chaos Corner.
Yes, folks, it is time for Chaos Corner, where I play you the weirdest, most unusual, most freaky, genre-defying tracks I've had submitted to the show. This week, we are going to hear a song from an undead clown. Yep, you heard that correct. His name is Griselda Pugh, and he is the resurrected ringmaster of the Griselda Pugh Cabaret Chorus, a supernatural variety act where dark cabaret, alternative pop, and theatrical mischief collide. Now, you know I love it when music tells a story or has a backstory and lore, so this one just really floated my boat. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, gotta get this guy on the show, come on now. And I love horror as well, so Undead Clown, yeah, it really ticks all my boxes, you know. So anyway, Griselda, he's just released a new EP. It's called Let Them Eat Oysters. And this is what the press release had to say. What happens when a displaced Victorian clown is left too long pondering and ruminating on the people lost to the ravages of time, and shows us our potential future if we pursue our foolhardy paths? Griselda Pugh has a problem. He's got a problem with those people, making one bad decision after the other and increasing the political, cultural, and personal alienation and polarity that will lead to our undoing. And he puts all of this angst into his music. Well, it's quite nice of this undead clown to care about society, right? Very cute. So Griselda Pugh's new EP, Let Them Eat Oysters, it takes its name from the title track, and it is a dub-inflected track that led the charge as the first single from the EP, blending his distinctive theatrical persona with a driving reggae rhythm. And we're going to give that title track a listen now. This is Let Them Eat Oysters.
Shells of stricken invertebrates lie stranded on the shore. Fagin runs his tongue along the mucus shells of crustacean. The creature from the black lagoon creeps out of his sewage flume. Oysters! Oysters! Flowing rivers feed the fetid swamps of effluence. Up beyond the muddied shores, or amongst the city's halls. Is swallowed whole, crushed under. And wobble, human memory, distant dim, phantoms of his former skin, like puppets hanging on a string. Painted faces start to sing this cardboard
That was Let Them Eat Oysters by Undead Clown Griselda Pew. And you can see why I chose that for Chaos Corner, because it is very chaotic and weird, and I love that kind of crazy music. So just a little bit more about him. Griselda says he would love to meet all of his fans, but he doesn't gig regularly like the average band or singer-songwriter, although he was sighted at a Riverside Festival in Oxfordshire. That's over here in the UK. Yeah, nice. And he is rumoured to have taken to the streets as something between a circus performer, a stand-up, and one of the people carrying a sandwich board about the end being nigh. But he does have a show, actually. He has a YouTube show. 7 p.m. on a Tuesday, that's UK time. And he has strange guests, cabaret, and Griselda's take on the world. So, yeah, please go check out his show, because you can find out more about Griselda and all of the lore behind the music and everything. If you go listen to that, YouTube, 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. And you can follow him on Instagram at Pew Griselda, PUGHEGRIZELDA. Pew, so it's PUGHE. Pew Griselda. Pew Griselda on Instagram. Awesome stuff. Very cool. Next up, another band with a fun name, Balaban and the Bald Illegals. They're a four-piece rock band from the West Midlands, that's over here in the UK. Balaban and the Bald Illegals formed as a trio in 2016, very quickly going into the studio in 2017 and recording their self-titled EP, BATBI. After this, they continued to evolve, and they went in the studio in 2018 and recorded their debut album, Going Clear. And they created a set of songs that defied genre pigeonholes, showcasing a melting pot of influences from late 70s post-punk to 80s alternative rock to 90s grunge. Balaban refused to be restricted, whilst trying to carve out their own identity in a world of pastiche. After a triumphant high upon the release of the album in 2019, lockdown hit the following year, and the band never really came back, only playing a few shows a year, including a particular highlight supporting the cult 80s post-punk legends Blue Orchid at Claptrap in their hometown of Stourbridge. That would turn out to be a farewell, as the band called a hiatus in late 2022. Basically, he broke up, but thankfully they decided to have a reunion in 2025 with a whole new set of tunes coming to fruition and a newfound urgency. The band is now in full snarling beast mode, still raw, still real, and still honest. The band has got something to say, with lyrics that encapsulate the existential dread we are all experiencing in what seems like a dystopian hellscape. The band are returning to the studio soon to record the long-awaited second album, Post-Truth Apocalypse Blues. And as the world could seemingly end at any moment, you need to see this band, so look out for dates across the UK in 2026. They currently have a few dates booked, with hopefully a London, Manchester and Bristol show to be added later in the year. So you can obviously find out all of their dates and so on and so forth by following them online. I will give you the details shortly. But let's hear a song. It is called Post-Truth Apocalypse Blues. So it's the title track, and it's shortened to PTAB. It's a song about living in the age of misinformation, and it is the first single and title track from the band's forthcoming album out in September. That was PTAB by a band called Balaban and the Bald Illegals. You can find them on Instagram under Balaban and the Bald Illegals. So that's Balaban, Balaban. Balaban and the Bald Illegals. And streaming across all platforms. Next up, I want to tell you about a band called Over Numerousness. Now, if I had to describe these guys, I would say it's sort of a bedroom rock, noisy, punky, jangly type thing. It is a one-person project. It's run by a guy named Dustin from California, and this is what he had to tell us. I'm 36 years old, I'm in Hanford, California. My band is called Over Numerousness, a name I got from a show called the IT Crowd, the IT Crowd. And it's just me, which some might argue is one too many. It can be difficult to get a band together, so until I can figure out all that comes with it, I'm just writing and recording tunes on my own. Chronicide is part of a concept EP called Outer Space, in which the forces of nature are at war, namely life and time. Chronicide discusses killing time. All but one song is from the perspective of life, and by the end of the EP it's not clear who has the upper hand, although both sides think they do. Let's check it out then. This is Chronicide.
It's Chronicide! We're killing time!
That was Chronicide by Over Numerousness. So if you'd like to hear more, Dustin, he's got a YouTube channel under his full name, Dustin Cisco, Sisco, and there's a music video to this song. And you can also find them on Bandcamp, where you can stream the whole EP just under the name Over Numerousness. He also has a personal Instagram, which is Dustin_the_goldsack. So thank you, man, for being on the show, and good luck with your project. We have an exclusive now, folks, as this song hasn't actually been released yet, so you can't go stream it anywhere, but the band does have other tracks available on all streaming platforms. This is a one-person project called Damms, D-A-M-M-S, Damms. They describe themselves as the culmination of years of ideas and passion hammered into metal bliss, made by a powerhouse of a one-woman band. Based in Nashville, Tennessee, Damms works tirelessly to bring you true DIY metal, heavy, raw, unfiltered. And their new single, The Dirt and the Worms, will be released everywhere on April 29th. But you get to hear it right here, right now, so let's check it out. Damns with The Dirt and the Worms. You can follow them on Instagram under Damms Official, and remember it's spelled DAMMS. You can stream all their other music on your usual platforms, but that song you just heard, The Dirt and the Worms, will be out April 29th. Moving on then, we are going to hear from a band called Riastrad, who are a sort of heavy doom band, I would say. It's actually spelled Riastrad, but it's pronounced Riastrad. They were first formed in Portland, Oregon in 2010, but they then disbanded in 2013. After the COVID pandemic, two of the members, drummer Lance and guitarist Damien, they reconnected and they met up for a jam. And after doing that for a couple of times, they agreed to resurrect Riastrad. They brought in Paige on vocals and Todd on bass, and this new lineup played their first show on December 23rd, 2023, and they have recently recorded their first album, which was released this year on February 6th. That album is currently up on Bandcamp, but you can also find some of their older music on your standard major streaming platforms. Although this particular album, currently you can only find it on Bandcamp. We're going to hear one of the songs off it now. It's called Enriched in Sin. Enriched in Sin by Riestrad. You can follow these guys on Instagram for all your updates, where you can find them under Riestrad PDX. Remember, it's spelled RIASTRAD PDX. Alright folks, we are coming up to the end of the show, but before we crack on with our final track, I'd just like to remind everyone listening that if you are in a band or you're an artist and you would like to be on the Outcast frequency, the easiest way to do that is to contact me on Instagram at Master of Mischief Official, or you can drop me an email, outcastfrequency@sonicscoutradio.com. And in the first instance, all you need to do is send me a link to your track. And it can be a Spotify link, it can be a Google Drive, it can just be the actual MP3 of the track if you send it me via email. I will listen to it. If I like it, if I think, yes, this will work for the show, it will be a good fit, I will then invite you to submit it officially. Now, the official submission form is only on the Sonic Scout Radio app. So you will need to download the app, Sonic Scout Radio, which is available for Apple and Android. You make an account, and then you fill out the little form to submit your track, and you select Outcast Frequency, Master of Mischief. Now, there is a small $10 submission fee, and that will guarantee you 21 plays, because we're now running this show 3 times a day, every day. And so that puts your track in front of a lot of ears. So yeah, if you would like to submit to the show, please just email me your song and I'll give it a listen. It's time for
The Outcast Anthem.
We have hit the end of the show, folks, which means it's time for our Outcast Anthem. This week, it sees the return of an artist we've had on the show before in one form or another. This guy, Ben G. We played some of his solo music not long ago on the Outcast frequency. We played one of his singles that he releases as a solo artist under Ben G. And let me tell you, it absolutely slapped. It was an amazing song. His solo stuff, it really goes pretty hard. He's got great vocals. And I found out at the time that he also had his own metalcore band who he was making music with too. And now they've finally got their debut single out, and it's just so good. It's got everything you'd want from a modern metalcore single. You know, it's got the screams, the clean vocals, the soaring choruses, the melody, the little heavy breakdowny bits. Yeah, man, it's just got it all. So Ben's band, they are called Bringing a Knife to a Pillow Fight, which honestly I think is a pretty cool name in and of itself. It kind of reminds me of like the old school band names from the 2000s, you know. They're actually a duo, these guys, which when you hear their sound is even more impressive because it's an absolutely massive sound. And it's comprised of Ben and his pal Henrik. They are actually 2 solo artists. They do their own individual solo work too. And they also played together in a previous band called I Watch Mountains Grow. So the duo united to channel their rawest energy into this sound. And it is a sound that hits hard, cuts deep, and refuses to follow the rules, delivering melodic chaos, brutal breakdowns, emotional hooks, and a heavy sound that's both cathartic and unexpected. They have a bunch of finished and some half-ready songs in the pipeline, and they are going to start releasing more periodically as soon as they have time to work on marketing and social media campaigns and so on and so forth. For now though, let's hear this. It's called Red Handed, and it is our Outcast Anthem for the week.
Another night out there in a cold on the street. Another cold star's on me. The echoes of your refuse
yeah, that was Red Handed by Bringing a Knife to a Pillow Fight. These guys have really got something cool going on, so I'd recommend you head over to their Instagram, Pillow Fight. Although it's all without the vowels, so it's PLLWFGHT, Pillow Fight, without the vowels. And on there, you can sign up for news in their bio or just follow their stuff. Both of the guys are very active in their own respective solo careers too, so you can have more music of a similar ilk to check out. Thank you so much for being part of the show, and thank you to all the bands and artists that have been on this week. You've been listening to the Outcast Frequency, hosted by the Master of Mischief and broadcast worldwide on Sonic Scout Radio.